Mr. President, India has an abiding commitment for achieving universal, non discriminatory nuclear disarmament within a specified time frame, a vision that was most eloquently articulated here in the General Assembly by Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi in 1988. More than 2 decades later, the painful reality is that this goal still remains a distant one. In the meantime, newer threats have emerged, including the threat of terrorists gaining access to weapons of mass destruction. India tabled a working paper on nuclear disarmament is 2006 containing specific proposals that reflect the spirit and substance of the Rajiv Gandhi Action Plan. We call for an intensification of discussion and dialogue amongst member states and the larger non governmental communities so as to strengthen the international consensus that can be translated into concrete action on achieving nuclear disarmament. I participated in the high level meeting on disarmament called by the Secretary General on 24th September to lend India's support for the objectives of that meeting. India remains committed to the negotiation in the CD of a multilateral, non discriminatory, and internationally verifiable FMCT that meets India's national security interests. We hope that the conference will be able to commence negotiations at an early date. We remain committed to a unilateral and voluntary moratorium on nuclear explosive testing. Mr. President, terrorism has emerged as one of the most serious threats to international peace and security. To defeat this scourge, it is imperative for the global community to build on international cooperation and take concerted action against terrorists and their sponsors. Acts of terrorism need to be condemned by all wherever and whenever they are committed by whomsoever and for whatever purpose. There can be no justification for terrorism, just as there can be no good and bad terrorists. India is a party to all major international conventions against terrorism and fully supports implementation of the UN Global Counter Terrorism Strategy. However, there remain considerable gaps in the international legal framework against terrorism. The Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism is designed to fill these gaps. We urge member states to display the necessary political will to finalize and adopt the Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism. Mr. President, peace and stability in South Asia is one of our highest priorities. We are committed to good neighborly relations with all our neighbors, including Pakistan. It is in this spirit of solidarity with the people of Pakistan in their hour of need that we pledged US $25 million aid, which is being channeled through the UN for flood relief efforts in that country. Stop.